the lane cutting shenanigans from the axe. But I think ideally they want this Bane laning with Centaur, so that means that they're not going to have him available down bottom to be able to deal with the axe. I guess we'll see. Both teams now just looking for their mid. Puck getting banned out. Monkey King's also been banned. What are they trying to pick here? Are they trying to pick like Storm? Is this a good Storm game? Remaining. Storm Lifestealer certainly has some synergy.
5 seconds.
That feels like kind of the hero that they're trying to set up for here. Just something MOBA, but also not great in the lane. That, or they're trying to set up for the Kanka pick, I think. Both of them would be good. Team Root do have the last pick overall, so Keen Gaming are going to have to show them their mid hero before Root are forced to make a decision. So if you're Keen Gaming, what do you ban? They've already got a Lifestealer vehicle. They've got some building damage from the Nakes. Their Roshan is not great. There's still like a Templar Assassin in the pool for more minus armor synergy and stuff like that. They're just gonna ban the Dragon Knight. I don't think Root really wanted the DK. And now what do Keen do? Do they take the... I don't think they take the Kunkka for themselves. That does not seem all that great. I guess the other thing is that Root could be running the Dazzle at mid. That's the other thing that Keen have to watch out for here, is the potential for the Dazzle to still be played as a core. In which case, Root's lineup would be insanely fast. Like, get that early Dazzle Necrobook going, they're pushing, they've got the Sustain, Lifestealer and Axe both come online nice and fast, and as we've seen, this Naga takes a while to really get off the ground. So I don't know what I actually like for Keen. If they pick... Here's the thing, they kind of want to pick something like Lina, but if they pick Lina, then she just gets counterpicked. So they are just going to go for Pugna. Okay. Alright, it's good against the Lifestealer. Kind of gives them a little bit more presence in the early game. The Decrepify is potentially useful against the Axe. He can buy Yules if need be. And it's one of those weird mid-matchups that people don't necessarily play all the time, so I don't know if Team Root are going to have a go-to lane counter for this Pugna. Are they still thinking about picking something like the Storm or the Ember or the Kunkka? No, they're just going to go for a Death Prophet. Okay, so it is more push. It is definitely a superhero. Still very much early game centric. I think they're kind of looking to run down Team Gaming here. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. The Death Prophet also pretty decent against Centaur. He's a big tanky hero, so the Spirit, what's it called? What's it even called? I haven't cast this hero in a while. Spirit Siphon is like potentially good. Anyway. Over the overlays and just wait. The team fight from Keen, probably a little bit inferior to what Team Root have. Actually, I don't know. They've got the song. That's gonna help. I'm just thinking that the AoE silence on Team Root is actually, on the Death Prophet, is actually really useful. So that's something to watch out for here. But let's get to it. 2-game series, Chongqing Major, China qualifiers, Group A. Both of these two teams still in contention for one of those top 2 spots. And if you make it into that top 2, pretty good chances that you're going to the major. There's 4 teams making it out of groups and 3 teams making it out of playoffs. You do the math. I would imagine that LGD is taking one of those spots, but Still good for whatever. It'll be fine for whatever other team makes it out of this this group. Aster seems to be taking over Group B. Group B is actually pretty competitive. RNG, Vici, and Aster all looking pretty good. IG not looking good at all. Looks like they're already, yeah, they're already mathematically eliminated. Okay, so who are they still yet to play against? They're still yet to play against Vici. That is the one problem about these round-robin groups compared to the GSL groups, is that you get these matches that no longer matter for one of the teams. But that's not, again, not the case at all for this one. And I'm just completely missing first blood. Rubik's just dead. Alright, that's what I get for looking. I was not looking. I did not think we were going to have any early action, but there you go. Rubik just gets completely caught out. They were running in looking for an aggressive play and just get demolished. Poison touch, open wounds. Nice and easy. TR are going to try and contest this rune now. 11's already skilled up the retaliate. He's just going in with the punches, but open wounds coming through. Never End in some trouble. Dark looking for this kill. They lose the centaur. Never End on the run. Does manage to grab the bounty rune. Can they finish him? Dark doesn't quite have the move speed to do it. And Team Root getting away with... What, did they get both bounties? What's the bounty rune situation? No, so 11 did get one. It is 3 bounties for Team Root. And they get 2 kills at the start of the game. Alright. They are fired up after that loss against PSG LGD. They've had their warm-up. They're ready. Somehow this mid lane has already been split on the wave. Okay. Pugna dragging it out away from the tower, so he's going to end up winning and... Oh, maybe not. I thought he was going to end up winning and resetting the wave in a good position, but not actually the case. Yao with the double stat shield just sauntering past the tower. Dark doesn't have level 2 just yet, so can't Nightmare him to stop this, and it looks like Team Root going to be just fine to set up, though. The Naga seems to be okay farming underneath the tower.
Quite captivating.
Okay, so the thing for Dark here is that he needs to make sure that he still gets some experience. I've seen support players do this a little bit too much, where they're like, oh, I have to stop the axe from cutting the wave, so I'm just going to come and hit him and put pressure on him. But instead, the hero just never ends up getting any levels, and then they're completely useless for the entire laning stage. Like, Bane's good for now, but now we've got level 2 on the axe and the Grim, so... If he gets hit by a stroke of fate and the battle hunger, I think he just dies. He actually needs to come over here and start grabbing some experience. And Old Chicken is trying to drag this wave in here, but Victoria just going to put a bunch of pressure on him. And I mean, Old Chicken does have a salve, but are they actually going to get all of these last hits? Again, I'm missing a kill down bottom as Dazzle gets brought down. Looks like what, just lifted back into a stomp and then the retaliate damage. Look at those punches from the center. Actually, Rubik did quite a lot of damage as well. Oop. Dark. Getting ticked out. Can they give him a last hit? No, Old Chicken's greedy. He's just going to take all of it, so... Dark going to be forced to just tank through this battle hunger. He does have a salve to pop. Yao going to grab level 3 off of this wave. Old Chicken still has some tangos in the tank. Mid lane is going slightly in Super's favor so far. Pugna just burying out a couple more little stat items. Same story for Super. Does already have his wand. So Rubik Kaka staying down here for now. It'll be interesting to see what timing, if ever, he chooses to go and rotate over to top lane. Does he feel like he can do anything about this Yao axe? Oh. Damage getting traded at mid. Super does have a salve, as does Pugna. Both just gonna pop it. Bottom lane Lifestealer with 2 points up in the feast so far. Old 11 does have all these points in retaliate. He does so much damn damage. He doesn't even get out of this chain stun. Dazzle didn't have the grave anyway, so not really super relevant, but... Oof. So much damage from Centaur. This new retaliate is actually pretty sick. Who needs double edge? You can just punch people with your 4 strength growth. Old Chicken Tango's continuing to dwindle. Yao already level 4. Almost has the Vanguard. See, this is what I was talking about with the Nightmare, but oh, Grimstroke able to just play it out, and the lane cutting continues. All right, that was nice. Now is he even going to pull this into the small camp? A little bit of pressure onto old 11, but no real kill threat here, as Dark actually just getting caught out behind. What was he still doing over here? Okay. Well, he tried to run for the tier 2 and just gets brought down. Yeah, still completely uncontested. I don't even know if he's going to bother going for the full Vanguard this game. Might just try and get some fast, get a fast Blink Dagger going. Over at bottom, Old 11 has just picked up some phase boots. A little bit unusual to see on the Centaur. I guess he feels like his lane is going pretty well, though they are going to come down here now. The Grimstroke on his way, so Never End still pressuring. They look over towards Kaka. They really want the Centaur kill. It looks like instead maybe they should just go for the Rubik. They managed to catch him for a second. Nice stroke of fate. Looks like Kaka is going to be brought down, but not before he grabs this bounty rune. He's actually running pretty far away. He's got a salve and some stick charges. I think he might be okay, though the Lifestealer is pretty fast. One more stroke of fate connects. Nicely sniped by Victoria. And Team Root do end up grabbing that kill. Okay, so the Axe is by himself up top. He has just completed the Vanguard. What can they actually do to him here? Old Chicken managed to go over here and grab. Wait, did King Gaming get all 4 bounties? Okay, that's well worth it for Kaka's death. EDC and Victoria gonna make a rotation over towards the mid lane. Super does have the Exorcism ready, so if they get this kill, they could get some pretty big damage on the tower. Even glyphing the wave to assist with this dive. Pugna, what can he really do? He's got the Decrepify. He's got enough mana for all of close to all of his spells. You got the Bane rotating over. The Exorcism is being popped. They're coming in from behind now. Can they get this Inkswell stun? Yes, they can. Looking to focus him down. Nightmare into the Decrepify, but that just sets up for the nuke from Super. And they're chasing forward, looking for a little bit more. Darks juking into the trees. Is that going to be anywhere safe for him? Nope, just gets chased down. Brain Step buys him a couple more seconds. But Victoria grabs that kill, and Team Root, I don't think they're taking any inspiration from LGD from the previous game, but they're certainly playing like it. Nice aggressive early support rotations. A lot of this being enabled by the fact that they've got this Axe pick. So they don't really need to help Yao at all. He's completely fine to just play up here at top. 11 still just pumping this retaliate damage. Kaka tries coming around the corner with the lift, but Never End is okay. The lift still comes back though into the stomp, and with that retaliate damage they will chop down the Lifestealer. So the one silver lining for Keen Gaming is how well their Centaur is doing in this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Super actually rotating up top for some reason. Now goes TPing over towards the mid lane. They did pretty decent damage to the mid tier 1 earlier. I have no idea why he ran top though. Old Chicken still just going for this max farm build. 404 coming up. Old 11. Alright, also going to be going for the Vanguard. So slow Blink Dagger for him. Axe probably going to beat him to the punch just because he is farming both lane and jungle. Though Old Chicken is trying to do the same. Lifestealer just going to be going for an armlet. Team Root very much playing for this kind of early game timing. Oh, Old 11 getting gone on the bottom. They do manage to get the lift back, but the Inkswell connects anyway. So Old 11 in some trouble. The rage comes through at the right timing from Never End, and he will secure that kill. Nice little execution from Team Root. Kaka did everything that he could, but was not enough at the end of the day. Super not going for a bottle on this Death Prophet. It's just going to be rushing a Yules quickly. They're rotating the Pugna to try and find this Axe kill, but no Fiend's Grip or anything. Yao is level 8. What, they've only got the 1 interrupt for a TP as well, so can't really set up on him. And again, another weird rotation top. Both mid laners have come and looked at this top lane and not really found anything, so looks like Pugna gonna pay a little bit more damage onto this tier 1 tower. Super not willing to commit. Actually running down bottom, they've got the Lifestealer. Lift Stomp, same story again. DDC no points in the grave just yet, and they run forward, also bringing him down. Super TP's here. They do get the Nightmare. Looking for more. Stomp gonna catch onto both. Damage out of the Grim Stroke. Victoria's got stick charges. He survived Super. Pop in the Exorcism. It's gonna be enough to drive them back. Dark getting linked on. Kaka's got the lift in 1 second though. We'll be able to throw him back. Gets him out of range. Nicely timed this time around. Kaka, he's the next target, but I don't know if Super can get this kill either. There are stick charges for Kaka, but the ghosts are a little bit too much, and Super will find himself a dominating streak, but Exorcism not hugely valuable, and Pugna does end up getting the deny on the mid tier 1 tower while all of that is going on. Alright, so the big question at the moment is just, is this Axe going to find some nice pick-offs, some nice rotations? Can Keen continue to buy time? Oh, they found the Dazzle. Super trying to defend him. Who's actually in trouble? Dark getting some more auto attacks down. One more nuke, and Super finds himself a mega kill streak already on the DP. Some very weird fighting locations this game. But yeah, Pugna not holding a candle at all to this Super Death Prophet. Old 11 silenced up. Does deal with the Phantom pretty quickly. 10-minute bounty runes, a little bit more of an even spread, as Team Root will be able to grab two apiece. Grim already has his level 5. Dark running bottom. Doesn't have 6 on this Bane just yet. And Kaka close, but also hasn't been able to grab it. Old Chicken just going straight to Fusel Blade. No Yasha, no Manta for him this game. DDC does finally have the point in the shallow grave picked up. Rubik just grabbing some tranquils. Okay, so we got the X blink. Yao's not trying to be sneaky about it at all. Everybody on the map knows that he's got this blink. Everybody knows that the Axe is going to get this item around this timing. It's just about how Keen can play around it and where they position their vision, where they position their heroes. And it's always a constant balance, right, in Dota of being like the risk versus reward of going for that additional wave of farm. Okay, so they see the Axe now, so everybody knows that they're safe. They can kind of keep pushing. Old 11's doing that at bottom. Top tower getting pressure by Neverend. He's going for somewhat of a catch-up Midas this game on the Lifestealer. Alright. I mean, the Lifestealer certainly likes the attack speed, but I don't even know if this is a catch-up Midas. This might be more of a like, hey, I'm going to be 5-manning and sitting in my Axe Midas, so I do need some guaranteed income. Because he's not even that far behind, really. I mean, sure, the Naga's doing better than him in terms of farm, but the Naga's just turbo farming the jungle with Riptide and Mirror Image. Kaka, level 7. Pugna maxed out the Nether Blast, so... Well, has the maxed out Nether Blast, so a good push at bottom. Alright, first smoke with the Axe. Is this one going to be successful? They don't really see that much. They know that Dark is over here. They do have a good Observer Ward to set up for some ganks. But there are quite a few heroes down here. What can they actually find? Yao, Blink, just going to go for Old 11. He is quite a tanky target, though. Doesn't have the Vitality booster. Super just going to pop the Exorcism. DDC trying to save him with the Shadow Wave, but I think he should have just run for the hills. Tosses the lift back, but he's already being slowed. The ghosts continue pursuit. Yao jumps forward and just dunks him. Double kill for Yao. In gaming getting caught with their pants down a little bit there. With that, Team Root will be able to keep on pushing, get some damage onto this tier 1 tower. Super, that's just the last little bit of his Exorcism, and we'll probably have another smoke before too long. DDC has taken some levels at bottom, does have the bad juju picked up now. And Dazzle Death Prophet actually has some amazing synergy. I mean, it worked great before, but the bad juju, of course, really good with all that Exorcism damage. They're rotating with the Naga Siren. Old Chicken wants to get involved a little bit earlier. Dark does have the Fiend Script, the Rage, not going to save him. He has already used the Infest, but Yao's got the counter initiation. He jumps in with the call, but that might cost him his life as he just gets drained out by the Pugna. DDC tries to arrive. He had the Grave, but couldn't quite get in range. So, big 4-man rotation from Keen. Does end up finding 1 kill. And a pretty big kill at that, the most farmed hero over on the Radiant side of the map. Oh. And Old Chicken's looking for more. He's just running forward. Does need to be a little bit careful. Soulbind gets thrown out, but they do have the Stampede to disengage. They're going to be okay. Never End still chasing, though. And hit by the Inkswell. They don't actually have the Song of the Siren to disengage. And in the end, it is just going to be Old 11 pushing that bottom a little bit more. Is he going to bother finishing this Vanguard? No. He just wants to blink. Alright, none of this Crimson Guard nonsense on Centaur. He doesn't have any points in the double edge, but still. At least he's ready to start moving around and ganking and kind of matching the pace of this axe a little bit. I think if they can get to the late game with the Naga Siren, then they're looking good. The tanky illusions are going to soak a bunch of the exorcism damage. You got a bunch of armor, so you don't really care so much about the Lifestealer. You do have to be a tiny bit worried about the axe, but this is looking like a game that the Naga Siren can win. Oh, EDC wanted to put a ward down, but okay, they do manage to keep him safe from the illusions. Did they spot that ward got planted? Oh, Super taking a little bit of damage. Both teams realizing that there might be some vision up here. Yep. Inkswell being stolen.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But neither team really making any plays. Team Root do. I keep wanting to call them Team Runes because it's the same. I guess it's the same two-letter acronym. It's just it's really annoying. And that, and it's also like there's the double O. And anyway, they're smoking. They break the smoke on the Lifestealer, but he can always just infest the axe, so not a big deal. And now they're on the hunt. They'd love to find a kill close to this tower. Look at this line that they've drawn. They want to find somebody along here. Hopefully the Naga Siren, and then push the tier 2. Keen making a similar play. They're down bottom. DDC just trying to be safe as he pushes out the creep wave. But can they catch the Naga? Super. His smoke gets broken. He spots Old Chicken. That's the real one. He's got the silence as well. Hasn't used it yet, but he's taking so much damage. Now the silence is off, so Old Chicken does have the Song of the Siren to be able to escape the silence from the Phantom. Not coming in quickly enough, and Old Chicken will just be able to TP himself out. They're swarming this bottom tower. They know where all the other heroes are on the map. They needed that axe call, but Yao was not anywhere close. He is going to go TPing bottom. What can he actually find? Jump in call. Doesn't find anybody. Blink away from Old 11. He's going to be fine now. They drop the Fiend's Grip onto the axe. They're draining him out. Yao, these last couple of rotations have not been that successful. DDC tries to save him, but he's just going to end up being another casualty as now 11. No more interrupts. He just TPs away. And that is a 2 for nothing. They do manage to catch onto the Bane. Super getting him with the Yule, so they at least get that interrupt on the TP, but that's an exorcism used to only find a Bane kill. They lost the tier 2 and they lost 2 heroes. So Keen Gaming, it's been a pretty back and forth game, or very close game so far, but now opening up a little bit of a lead for themselves. Lifestealer does almost have his armlet, but Naga getting close. So at least getting closer to her Manta style, not necessarily close. But the Pugna really starting to do some economic damage, building up that gold for his team, taking out all the tier 1s, and opening up a ton of space for the Naga to farm inside of. They need these axe rotations to start working a little bit better. It was a nice double kill down here to begin with, but since then, Yao's just died top, died bottom, hasn't found a single kill. They're playing around the axe pretty nicely. And Keen, they actually stole Exorcism for Kaka. Are they just going to take Roche with this? Oh my god. The Team Root have any idea? Alright, they scan. They reveal that they are inside of the pit, but this is happening way faster than they might expect. Exorcism bringing it down. Yao jumps in, he gets the call out onto 3. Dark, what can he actually do? He's Nightmare onto the Lifestealer, but that's about it. They actually end up losing the axe. But the nuke catches the Rubik. That's no more Exorcism. Super chasing forward. Old Chicken. They didn't have the Song of the Siren to make sure that this was 100% safe. And they will end up trading a 2 for 1, as it looks like now Root will be the ones to be able to go in and finish off Roshan. He's down around 10% HP. Bane trying to poke his nose over here. I think they have the vision here, but I think they needed Bane to just be standing outside of the pit. They really should not have let Yao just walk over like that, and maybe they should have nightmared the axe after he jumped. and then Fiend script the Lifestealer or something, but anyway. In the end, it will be a win for Team Root. Team Gaming kind of outsmarting themselves there. They didn't have to go for the Roshan. They could have just kept farming. They could have maintained the status quo, but they wanted to go for the big play, and well, it ends up costing them big. Lifestealer now just one Mytho Hammer away from picking up his Deso. Rubik's still working on a Yules. Grimstroke, Aether Lens, pretty standard build. Super's got his BKB now, alright, nice pickup for him. Dazzle, still no real items to speak of. I mean, so the bad Juju only working on his magic wand cooldown for the time being, as Axe, that last death, also setting him back that little bit further, has fallen down the net worth chart a lot, and Yao does not have his blade mail just yet. Not that the blade mail is, well, it's not enormously useful for getting these heroes to kill themselves. It is useful for being a deterrent. Like, you pop the blade mail and Pugna doesn't want to life drain you and stuff like that. So.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Little road bump, but I think Team Gaming's still on track. I'm liking the way that this game is looking for them. So long as the Naga keeps on farming, I think they're just fine, and Old Chicken is doing exactly that.
Radiant's top tower.
Bottom tier 1 tower, gonna get pushed by Super. He does have an Arcane Rune, so it could pop the Exorcism here and not be too unhappy, but Old 11 is setting up. What's the TP situation on the rest of the team? No Pugna TP, but the other 3 heroes do have it. And they're looking to just take out this top tier 2 tower. Old Chicken making fairly quick work of it, though the illusion's not really helping that much.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Pugna finds that kill nice and fast. Are they going to threaten the high ground with the Pugna? I mean, they see that Super is just pushing this tier 1. They want to see some kind of response to this. The Lifestealer is going to be able to defend a little bit. Alright, he's able to just keep on raging through the root. Super does manage to get this bottom tier 1, but cost them a couple of Nether Blasts on the top tier 3. Are they going to look for the Regoose? Where's the smoke? Where's the smoke? The smoke's in Grimstroke's backpack and he has an empty slot. Alright, please drag that out. Thank you. Lifestealer has his Deso. Alright, if there was ever a timing for root, it's now. Oh, Old 11. Walking in here. Gets spotted. Yeah, we're going to jump in. Old 11 also silenced. Not going to be able to get the Stampede off. He's silenced for a really long time, in fact. Going to follow it up with the Phantom's Embrace. And Meow puts the last little punctuation mark on it with the dunk. Okay. So, sticking around at bottom turned out to be a nice decision. They've also got the smoke now. Lifestealer getting pinged up top. Does have a TP to escape. Fiend's Grip. Alright, that's going to be life number 1, but can they keep him locked down after that? And Snare's not going to help too much. Soulbind coming in. They try to get the Naga-san out, but they won't be able to. Trouble for Naga. She's also going to get taunted to get the song out. Nice Nightmare save from Dark. Is it going to be enough? Old Chicken, he's ticking low. The Battle Hunger, it's doing it. It brings him down. Oh, the Nightmare dodge was not enough. Nicely played by the Grimstroke. He paid with his life, but setting up that Naga Siren kill. Super really wanting something over here, but ooh, finds himself a haste. Old 11 to stomp onto it. First damage from the Dagon, and they don't even blast, just another blast. Well, that to the Naga Siren on the other. Roshan still be down for another 3.5 minutes. Grateful ends up going for some boots. Although it does mean he can have a super still push it. He can join the team if they find fight. Though they don't have anything to TP onto. No Necrobook on the Dazzle or anything. Lifestealer just be not really soul picking being given over the knowledge. I'm thinking for it's gonna go for the parents. Okay. That a little bit more. I don't know if you go for Heart next or Butterfly. Guess we'll just wait and see. Kaka actually finding a lot of fun. This stolen cooked swarm. Gonna be going for a blink and a blink big play game. now in this it looks like to be able to find anything. In game just a good job of slowing forward. That it to be great in himself a seconds, but this is looking like a free kill for Old Chicken unless DDC can find the juke of a lifetime. Profit is not going for this. No, this strategy, speaking of which, 11 has now super. What they don't know is if they are getting distracted. They gotta be a little bit careful for just making the by hugging that tree line nice and close. Otherwise, I think he would have been in very big trouble. And bottom lane just getting pushed up by the rip at the top from yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
He will
is under
continue.
attack.
As the back to pop up, gonna get all full. So big chunk of that. Like something happens. Hold on, I'm trying to kill there. No. Oh, this is everywhere around the corner. Not gonna really do that. Yeah, what does he see? Knows that the initiation still there. They've got good vision. Got an old and just hiding in the tree. Are gonna fess up and act. Yeah, with Rubik is and he got the long he's headed over the shotgun, but the out even for the jump and over here because being pinched at the BKB but it's already dead. Oh, sorry, can they keep her alive? No, there's too many spins. There's too much damage. Naga dead, but they're looking for the turnaround. Pugs are still plenty of damage. Wilbur got the axe. Our Grimstone lifesteal trying to make their escape. Chasing. Lifts are ready to use. Can't use but still also hold down for a little bit. Okay. Well, they lift the Naga, but they look like
Radiant's
so.
middle tower has fallen.
Power taken, and they're even getting the tier 3 at the very low commitment push that they trying to keep their siege creep alive. They're even going to glyph the wagon. Team Game here really eager for a very little bit of under the tier 3 power. A little more damage on him. Now they're beating. 11 wasn't either. He's just pushing out top lane in through him. Gonna be an ag receptor is just opted for straight up hard. I'm not sure if I like this choice. Even against the last dealer and death prof, feels like you're just making that tankier if they're damaging you. What's the point? I think I prefer if you really want more survivability. This is what exorcism. What's that? Fuck this kick on. Not just kind of going forward the fast. So you can also taking and Kaka non-stop spamming. He had the Crypt Swarm before, now he's got the Stroke of Fate. He is being such a nuisance. Out here. Really keep team root trap for outside the map is far. Oh, and wait, they missed team. One of them pulled, the other one back the blink call, and then 11 active power. They steal that. Alright, now it's just gonna end up getting the Spirit Sight. All 11 still down. Will end up losing his life, but there's a distraction. Bottom lane, they do manage to get the jump in now onto Old Chicken. He's okay. Nightmare save. Being up by the Pugna. So just get back off. That X is not going to end up doing too much more for and now on cooldown for quite some in-game should get to go to play, I swear. Because with no extras, I don't even know if a team could play. So it does almost have his meal picked up. Man, that should have been a totally free kill on the Centaur, but they just didn't They didn't agree on who was going to start that fight. For some reason. Total whiff. They get some work done during this. The worst thing in the world. They've got vision here. Yeah, be looking for Kaka. Get jumped, they're drained, they're flashing, but many people they won't be able to. Oh, yeah. Kaka, all chicken. Find and just auto attacks her dead. There's too much. He's dead. A little bit further over, Yao trying to find his escape. Victoria, what can he actually do? He throws out an inkswell, but that's about the extent of it. Circus he out now interrupted. Triple kill the Panda and he marched down mid lane. Straight to this tier 30 damage good. Stop quickly. So like nuke the Grim Throw to hold on to this. They don't have a single buyback. What were they doing? Looking for that fight without the exorcism. They thought that the axe initiation was going to be enough, but no way that they anticipated the Lifestealer could die like that. Kaka making a great play with the lift, setting up for the stomp. And Keen Gaming looking like it might just be 2 lanes of racks, maybe even more. They jump forward, they find the Grimstroke, he's dead. Does have a buyback, and Yao's done. They're just gonna call the GG. That's it. Oh man, Team Root seem like they are in disarray after that game.